Hello, I want to compare this 80 euros ukulele by Harley Benton with this 60 euros ukulele by Harley Benton. And are these 20 euro difference worth it? I think they are. Other than the simpler, poorer, basic appointments of this, and this has more, there are things to be said. Obviously, for the price, a solid cedar top ukulele, concert ukulele for 59 euros is a bargain, okay? That's for sure. And this is a bargain. Main differences: the top, the soundboard is different. This is cedar and this is spruce. Usually spruce a little bit more expensive. Spruce is a little bit more expensive and more common. Personally, I prefer cedar, but I cannot possibly say that cedar is a better top. No, it's just different. Sometimes less expensive instruments use cedar because it sells less expensive, but this is not due to the quality, it's due to the growth and availability of the wood. Okay, so other things. This is a little bit thinner. They cut corners, that's for sure. One of the way of cutting corners is making instruments thinner. Bridge. This looks like plastics. It doesn't look like plastic. It's much better on this. Sorry. Okay. You can see this is a cheaper bridge. The nut, much better on this. You see, this is a thin piece of plastic. I think plastic, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It looks like plastic. It can be improved, but would cost more than the instrument itself. Fretboard, much better. This is a maple fretboard, okay? This is not summer constructed wood. This is black wood. It's a kind of pine that has been reconditioned to be hard wood. Okay, all in all, this is better looking at least. Frets, I don't know, these are thin frets and these are kind of jumbo frets. Okay, obviously I changed the strings, and these are Worth and this is Aquila. I'm not partial to Aquila. If you follow me, you know it. The headstock, same shape, the top. This is engraved HB. This is kind of engraved and colored inside, but is more shallow. The engraving is a little bit less deep into the wood. Obviously, kind of binding, maple binding, ebony laminated back and sides, mahogany back and sides, no binding. I'm checking the depth. I don't have a caliper. This looks, but I wouldn't bet on it, a little bit thinner. Obviously there is a rosette. Here's the no rosette. This is really basic. The neck looks the same, just also the tuners are the same. Bracing more or less the same. Purfling here is a little bit less big, smaller. So I'd say you pay for what you get it. Obviously the other one is better looking, and I should have the same strings. I just tuned it up, but since it's new. Come on. Obviously at the 12th fret is slightly sharp. That's par for the course. Not very sharp, like some sopranos are. Bye, bye blues, bye, bye blues. Bell rings, birds sing, sun is shining, no more pine, just way to shine through. Don't sigh, don't cry, bye, bye blues. I want it. Okay. Now, speaking of Harley Benton, I am a big Harley Benton buyer. This is the cheapest, and funnily enough, the bracing inside is the best. Thin, tapered, and lovely golden hands, gracefully as the birds in motion. This I think is 30 euros, gliding like the gulls of the ocean. Lovely golden hands, golden man in here. Open gear tuners, I like them better. Even the nut is better done. Listen. Okay, this is a little bit duller. That's for sure. I like the looks of it. So you have I'd say all of them could be, each one of them could be easily sold for twice the price. Easily. If it's 3 times the price, it would be not a bargain. There's one thing going, two things going for it. Two maybe pros. This is a new instrument. It hasn't been played. You need to be played in and to mature. You see how pale it is in time. If I had some money, I would have a rosette installed. It would cost me as the whole instrument. Change this and this rosette installed for 100 euros maybe. I have an instrument that looks and sounds much better with a bone nut and saddle, and a rosette make it look much better. The grain of this palette, it looks fine. You see? Also, it's a pale. I like pale. Usually mahogany is such a dark, has a dark color. It's kind of plain. The sound, obviously, I got it because I wanted a spruce. Lovely hula hand, gracefully as the birds in motion. Okay, a few is Hawaiian. The other one, cedar. Doesn't have a real name. This is 10S. And this is word series. Word C. C stands for concert. Buenos Aires, CO. Doesn't look bad, huh? It doesn't sound bad. Let's check the intonation, the tune on the 12th fret. Okay. It was awfully flat. Slightly sharp. This is the most mature sound. Obviously, cedar has a mellow sound. Spruce is more in your face, more projecting. Is this Aquila strings? This has only 2 Aquila strings, this has 4. I'm using N till I change. So I used to practice, but after 6 months I will change the strings. I wanna go back to the lady grass shack in Kalakaluka, why? I want to be okay. Another thing. I also buy a strap holder. I don't know, strap button here. Okay. It didn't have it. I think. I don't remember for this. I don't really remember if this has. €2.50. You get 2 from Thomann. Always I put this and this. if I don't want to use it, I put it down. There's no problem, and I can remove it very easily. Very easily. So, is it? I got disappointed by the bridge, by this, but anyway, for 60 euros, I can live with this. Let's say, even if I spend 100 euros, sometimes you don't get a solid spruce top for 160 euros. And have it made by luthier here and here. I don't know how much it would charge, but having a rosette can be made, should visually make sound and look with a bone nut, bone saddle, and a rosette much better. They should stop using Aquila. Why don't you use Daddario nylon? Much better. I think this Aquila are good for this all laminate instrument, not for a solid top. It has more sound because it's spruce, also because it has this. This is much mellower. I wanna go back. If you want the mellowest sound you can get, by Hawaiian strings. But everything is a Hawaiian strings by Daddario. Not big sound, but mellow. If you don't go for a big sound, you maybe play at home, or you get you are amplified. So here you have it. 3 Harley Benton concert ukuleles. All of them, none of them is junk. This could be easily sold for 3 times the price. This is 70 euros. What is 80 euros? Yes, 200 euros wouldn't be too much nowadays. Really, it's a fine looking. Another thing, why the concert ukulele? I think it's the most neutral ukulele you can get. It's a good starting point because if you are used to playing the concert, you can easily switch to soprano and tenor. It retains the typical ukulele sound, but doesn't. But you have sufficient space for your fingers. Let's check the nut here on this. This is a narrow nut, and this. No, it's the same. Basically, the only thing that I really didn't like. Am I wrong? Yes, maybe I'm a little bit wrong, because looking from here, sorry. I think they're more or less the same depth. I was wrong at the beginning. The frets looks shinier here. I think they're well dressed. Side dots. Okay. The shape of the neck here is more or less the same. It's not that very thin neck, it's good. Yeah, I mean, I like the shape of the headstock. I think the fret markers are kind of painted. These are not painted, these are in lace. Yes. You can see that it's a much better concerning the looks, okay? Much better than this. I say I need to get used to it, and if I really like it, I mean after 6 months, I will have rosette installed and change this and this and this. And if you play a lot, the instruments open up. So don't spend money on instruments that laminate. I mean, this is a laminate, but I spent only 30 euros, and it sounds okay for the price. And it's, I don't know. There were different tops with different images. Okay, it's a long comparison, but I need to say everything. Goodbye.